about like Kung Fu Panda, which I don't believe was a documentary.
No.
But you don't really hear about Japan and bears too often.
No, you don't. We never hear about that because...
You think more Montana and bears.
Yeah, with bears. I mean, Germany.
They got some bears. This is a great conversation.
I don't know. You started
There have
this.
been dozens of attacks and so far. Anyway, I just wanted to say that the monster wolf has 4 legs, a shaggy body, a blonde mane, and red and glowing eyes. He's very scary. So I just wanted to say, now that we're hovering around Thanksgiving, I want to say I'm thankful for that robot dressed as a wolf that scares away the bears.
I'm gonna. This is a
There you go.
W
See,
for me.
that's very good.
This is W for me because I feel like I got one hook in.
You got one hook in.
And that starts, and because there's a lot of weird science news this week that I wanted to bring up.
And we're a science-based podcast.
If you're coming for the granular understanding of all of these nuanced science articles, this is where you want to be.
Yeah.
But these couple of... First of all, I just want to say Peter Sutcliff's dead. He died of COVID because he refused treatment, which is hilarious. He's too manly for it.
COVID finally got a good one. I'm just so upset with all the people we hear getting COVID, and then they're just like, I'm feeling better than ever.
No, yeah.
And it's all of our grandmas that are getting sick.
I'm glad. So he's dead. So boom, bye. You're now. Bye, fucker. Bye. You're dead. But this story I wanted to talk about is fucking wild.
Camera.
No,
I don't have any camera.
This
This
is
is
but some people, I'm gonna say, Dumpy Daniels.
Whoa, buddy!
They say that there's like non-ethical approaches to science which are bad for the entire species.
Well, we have done a lot of different tests on a lot of different innocent animals, and then we've also done tests on innocent humans, which is quite bad.
I think that is, you're right, but this is on a cellular level, and it's about understanding. Look at my mind. I'd rather be trained by a group of scientists than any other group. I don't know why.
Well, they would use your body for good as opposed to just sex.
Or just like, it's not even just, I mean,
although I
fuck
don't know,
me.
some of these scientists...
Do what you gotta do to me. But the idea of, really messing with our biology, people get really upset by it, but I'm fascinated because I think that really, when it comes down to it, the next steps in our evolution are going to be the connection of the biological with the machine. I think that is what the allegorical term of quote-unquote God made us in his own image, is this idea of human beings are our own God.
You have not finished any sci-fi movie ever.
I know. I'm just saying, it's...
You are in the utopian phase of sci-fi.
And a lot of people, just because we can, should we? And I'm like, maybe we should.
But we're still not there. We are so primitive in our science. We would be like, this is my friend Anthony. Notice how he made himself half a refrigerator? Yeah, it's cool. Like 2 beers over here. Beers and Anthony, he's like a refrigerator. There's a piece of blood. Well, doctor said I got like 4 days.
Team deathmatch.
Nice and cold.
So take a look at this story.
You're on the clock. Get to work.
This is interesting. Spanish scientists are making very promising human-monkey chimeras in China. So they are discovering.
I just talked about how I was borderline accepting of robots covered in wolves' clothes.
This is next step.
Okay.
We're pulling ahead.
I'm a full agnostic when it comes to should the human race continue. I really do believe that it comes down to...
About that?
I just think all ideas...
to make a decision. You can't say yes is the answer.
I think all ideas are interesting and should be explored. I think that we should allow our brain should be girl, because who knows what we'll discover along the way.
You sound like Eichmann.
Basically, no, I'm not with the government.
Are on the table.
I'm not with the government.
Okay.
But I think it's interesting. Scientists controversial claim that they have created the first human-animal hybrid in a Chinese laboratory that has been briefed in the Spanish newspaper El País. A team of Spanish researchers operated in China say they've created embryos that are part human and part monkey. Biologist Juan Carlos Itzua, who also operates a lab at the Salk Institute of California, led the research project. This comes from BigThink.com. Let me figure out how to use the animal to
target dropped
for human transplants.
Okay.
Now, part of the reason why I'm so pro this idea is because how upset is all this shit. They hate the idea of transhumanism. They don't want us to be creating new little objects because, according to them, this is God's job and not ours. But guess what? God's not there. It's only us. So someone's got to do it.
Well, it does check out. They do have a Twitter.
That's difficult to
They've
get.
got 155,000 followers. All right, it checks out.
Scientists inject human embryonic stem cells into an
Yo,
embryo.
send me a friend request, man.
Days old. Ipsua has experience with this type of research. He's previously tried to add human cells into pig embryos. The idea is to create these sort of like human monkey things that we will like grow that we will take organs out of.
Is that what created Josh Gad? Hello.
What?
Oh,
Beloved?
Get out of here.
He's beloved.
I know he's beloved. He got naked for voting.
Popping smoke.
Thank
and
God.
and
How many
Biden,
votes did that cost?
thank you so much, Joe Biden. Thank you so much, Josh Gad, for showing the crack of your butt because it just allows me to get 1 more liter of blood to live. I am your president, Joe Biden.
Your Joe Biden is so
your
good.
president.
We're getting so
Open my crypt.
Wow. What's that? Oh, Lauren Michaels is calling. I won't let him know.
Pull ahead.
No! It wasn't
Kill.
no. You don't want to be there anyway.
But people are really obviously triggered and upset by this. I'm going to come now back here, which is fun because I took you on a journey, and now I'm going to say this is why it might be bad.
Okay.
Because the big thing is that what they're really afraid is that, number one, so they only let them live until they split. So they
Semtex out.
saying, okay, the gene's cold, and then they
Smoke going out.
Well, they just got
Laying
women
smoke.
They're going to demand a right to vote, and technically they deserve a right to vote. And they're also
You are
citizens.
literally talking about the Commonwealth Series transmat.
I love that.
But
That
this
is
is
a
why,
great
I guess
comic
is why
book
I'm so
series.
pro this is because I
love it in
want all
comic
of the
books.
sci-fi movies to be real. I want it to all be real.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
You want us? I'm sorry, I just spit all over Henry. By the way,
We're losing the
Great.
advantage.
Thank you.
You want us to figure out how to deal with a different form of human. We haven't
Semtex going
figured
out.
School books to kids. And you think that we're ready for this?
I think we got
pulling ahead.
we got to see what these human monkey chimeras are going to bring to the table when it comes to lowering the deficit.
What about us? What about just if you walk by the people that you see on the street and you say maybe that person could be somebody special if we pick them up by their socks? They tend to have socks on.
There are massive systemic problems that should be addressed. I'll say that up top.
Right. I'm actually happy that you addressed that. That's
See?
all I needed.
That's it.
Okay, good.
So yeah, first blush, get everybody fixed.
So how
Humans.
Okay.
Get all the humans here fixed. Number one, boom. Done.
Fire.
Yeah,
Human monkeys.
now. So do
So-
human monkeys end up fighting with humans who are fully synchronized with robots?
Well, right now,
Throwing trophy system.
This is a really dystopian idea. The idea of growing these things that are essentially like living, when things are like, and you just harvest them whole.
Hidden water movie.
What they're really afraid is that if the stem cells,
Bad biology.
the term here is that what they're really afraid is that the human stem cells would, they say, quote unquote, would they were brains of these animals. Because Dr. Angel
They are
Riley
dead.
of the Barcelona Regenerative Medicine what happens if the stem cells escape and form human neurons in the brain of the animal? Would it have consciousness? And what happens if these stem cells turn into sperm cells?
There are so many questions.
Yeah.
Are they going to start milking them?
I mean, if they got udders.
I don't understand. Well, I don't know. They're going to.
I got to believe in me. You know,
You're De Niro from that movie 23 years ago, which I believe was called The Fockers.
It's called The Fockers. You're right, Aunt Rita. So this leads to another article that says scientists grow bigger monkey brains using genes replicating evolution. They have now discovered that there is the gene that kept monkeys' brains small, that didn't allow them to grow to the point that allowed them to evolve into having consciousness. They're plugging the genes in and making brains grow bigger into human brains.
The only advantage we have over the monkey is our brain.
I just love this chaotic energy.
They can fend for themselves. If we make them able to drive, we're doomed. Why are humans?
What I like about these places, blue monkey humans, is that they'll pressure Biden to move left. They're going to realize they need aid. They need help. They're going to go in there. They're going to need more government support.
They've been technically doing fine. We're the ones who are bothering them. They're doing great. They love living in the jungle. They love eating bananas the right way. and they have a big time having sex with each other. What more do they want? War! A bigger...
They want war? They want smartphones. If you go out there and you explain to these monkeys, hey, listen, do you want war? Do you want smartphones?
Possible we've gotten too smart, and I know not to listen to this podcast. We're done, but as a human race, I would almost say we should put monkey brains into human brains.
I don't know.
So we can start having a good time in the woods again.
Sometimes I look at some of the things that Travis has posted with his TikTok, Somali.
Travis Morningstar.
Yes.
Able to stop that, yeah?
Yeah, from there, where he's standing in front of us. He's right there. You don't have to say that. He's right there. He's right there. You don't have to.
I'm not going to explain to you what we're
Throwing Semtex.
but this is not just a show for Travis.
I know it's not, but it
There's
feels
an
like
audience.
it. I know.
So in the middle
What? Stop looking at him.
absolutely kill you. Absolutely gonna kill you. Okay, yes, go on.
Hostile spy plane established
I feel
overhead.
like being dumber, the number one does seem to be more relaxed.
To reach peaked up.
I am
You
you.
know,
No, I'm not. There's people right here. Being dumb does seem to make you more relaxed, but it does make you more agitated. It does seem to make you more aggressive.
it can. It can also make you very
Sit rep.
subdued.
Napalm strike inbound.
About people who might be mentally delayed in our current culture, right? I think the thing that makes them upset is that they're not peak intelligent like you and I.
Yes.
So that's bothersome.
Not everyone
But
can.
if everybody, brain and all of us, where we're just swinging down trees, click clack and
Semtex
doing
going
all
out.
the under the sun, we'll make new languages, we'll do high fives, we'll have a lot of fun. Yeah, I think we would just be in pure joy. And it's part of the film that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, where it was all around by a bunch of people that wanted to do some and stuff like that. I forget the name of it.
Which movie?
The one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
He was in many.
He was quite successful.
He is he's very handsome.
The river, the lake, Mystic Pizza. All right.
Oh, The Island.
The Island.
That actually was a good movie.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go insane.
We are winning this.
Swimming around, having fun in the water, having sex with each
Enemy
other.
spy plane inbound.
I mean, obviously, I put my character hat on every once in a while. And I like the idea of entertaining all of these dangerous ideas because I think that we should be challenged as... If we were in a more
Multiple
stable
enemy spy
place,
plane
it'd
contacts.
be nice to be able to have conversations about ethics and to
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
from the foundations, theories from Asimov, the idea that we talk about all these like far-flung...
DJI, we are running out of time.
What should we be doing with science and not just being like, we have an entire school in the middle of Mississippi that has one computer and all it does is show horse fucking. So I know that we are having a problem with that. So
That's the best computer in Mississippi.
and the truth is that really the only thing that will save human science is the great the Sunflower that will not have our technology, but
Oh, not a bunch of monkeys.
it is going to be really bad for podcasts.
Well, that's nothing will matter.
No.
Ultimate pressure. All right,
Excellent
so
work,
there you
DJI.
go. Henry
The
talking
Liberation
about
Directorate
how
sends their
we're
thanks.
way outside of our league when it comes to
Area
science.
pacified. Port Nova out.
Screaming about this because I bet it's so expensive and a big old theoretical landmine field of all this bullshit. And I understand that. But I
Watch out, combat foe. Shut down.
Because I think it's really interesting that we have to try to do these fun ideas.
We do have to try, don't we? And I just want to hedge my bets here, just politically, you never know what happens in the future. I am against human kindness. I am against us injecting humans with DNA of monkeys and vice versa.
You're just worried they'll come and take our jobs.
I am horrified that they're going to come and destroy everything that we know and everything that we love.
Everything we hold
The
sacred.
only reason we were able to beat the animals was because our brains were just a little bit bigger. And if we give them a big brain, then technically they're just superior because they're stronger. Have you seen
No, we
a
beat the
gorilla
animals.
rip a person's face in half?
We-
Because that's what they do.
We beat the animals because we could walk longer.
We cheated.
No, we didn't cheat. We were born with the skill set. We were born with a skill set that allowed us to survive. We could
Yes,
we could
that is
walk
true.
longer than any other creature. That's what allowed us
So
to
if they
survive.
didn't get us within 100 yards, we're good.
We got it.
Then we can just walk. That is true.
And bows and arrows.
And bows and arrows, and then all the trickery, and then
Podcast.
Yes, and then we made them sign their land away. Remember that when we did that?
Oh, we invented flags. Yeah.
Yes, that's.
But that's a bit. That's what's his name's bit. That's an Eddie Izzard thing.
Oh, love Eddie Izzard. All right, well, we will keep you informed on all things science related next week.
You know how I like to. I just think it's how can we get past our circumstances if we can envision an interesting, but diverse future?
To go to extraterrestrials? Why are we mining things that are already on
Extraterrestrials
Earth?
are already here, dude.
But so then let's make a
They're in our
hybrid with
minds,
them.
dude.
They're not in our minds. That is.
We gotta
deeply
start to
psychological
understand-
break. You're having a deep psychological
I'm
break.
just saying we will not evolve until we understand our own fucking brains.
We
dude.
already beat the monkeys. Why do we need? We don't need to do anything. Extraterrestrial.
It's not about beating the
brains.
monkey. It's not about beating the monkey. It's about joining them.
But why would we want to anyway? It's like the Lakers being like, I wish we could join the Knicks. It doesn't make any sense. They already beat them. They already won. They're better.
I think that's the most offensive thing that's been said on this podcast.
We talked about this recently. A couple of kids, I believe they were also on the aforementioned TikTok. They were making a video. They were in San Francisco.
Yes, but this is technically old news, but we didn't
This
know.
is an update.
Yes.
Oh, this isn't. Yes.
This is an old update, but we didn't cover it. We basically wanted to find out. We asked you guys to email sidestoriesLPOTL@gmail.com to find out what happened with the TikTokers finding the suitcase bodies
The two
over the
bodies
summer.
at the Elke Beach in West Seattle, West Seattle. A Burien man. He has now been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Bail set at $5 million. He's a 62-year-old man. So that's what they say. 40 is the new 20, 20 is the new fetus, and 60 is the new murderer. Isn't that nice? 62-year-old Michael L. Dudley was arrested from his home by Seattle police. Longtime neighbors say Dudley had lived there for 15 to 20 years. According to Catherine Rogers, again, this is a man, who killed 2 people and put them in duffel bags and then threw them in the water. She says he was a nice man. He started out really well.
That's how we all start. Yeah. Unless you really got your circumstances.
Yep, and then Dudley did admit that he was having arguments with the victim.
Team
He charged them
deathmatch.
$1,500 a month in rent, but they were not able
Assume
to
all
pay.
So this
Contacts
is
are
a
hostile.
landlord murder.
It looks like a landlord finally had enough.
We're gonna win this one, bro.
Episode of 3 companies. That's
Yeah, we can do
So
it.
he
We
charged
gonna get it done.
$1,500 a month in rent that you were not able to pay.
We're in the lead.
But not in Seattle.
I guess not. Another neighbor said over rent. That is crazy.
Damn, it costs that much in
I
Seattle?
can't fathom that thought that he would do that. So the neighbors are a little bit
But they
upset.
also apparently said the man started acting strangely, and also the couple that was murdered, not to blame them in any way, shape, or form, but they were bringing, I guess, the attention of the
Half the
authorities
team
to them.
didn't even care, yo.
They're like partying shit in the apartment. Still not a reason to kill him.
Well, it'll definitely bring the cops faster than partying, murdering. So this is according to the neighbor. She says, this summer, things really nosedive.
Really?
She says, I used to be able to see the laurels had grown.
Oh, they hide
the
back here in
laurels
the
had
back.
grown up. So apparently the thing that she was like, he's going crazy is because he wasn't taking care of his yards.
So that sounds like an
But-
HOA thing.
Yeah, the victims were identified as 27-year-old Austin Wenner and 35-year-old Jessica Lewis. June 9th, and then of course in the
Enemy
suitcase
spy plane
there, which is
inbound.
rather a good,
Ah, shit.
rather a good situation to find out. Henry, you're gonna die and you're gonna be found in a suitcase. At no point are you like, I can't wait to see what happened.
Yeah, I feel like it's
We're
not
losing the
good to be
advantage.
folded up in a suitcase, especially if you're not.
Definitely not. So
Come on, baby. What you
a month
doing, baby?
After the bodies were found, that's when the cops were able to make it.
Oh, no, you getting it. Oh, no, you not. What you doing, David? Oh, God.
Task my location.
Don't look down. That's what I said.
You mean being in a coma.
Be in a coma.
Throwing
That's the
Semtex.
only way I can
Here's this other story. I was talking about this Hawaii UFO video that I saw. But first time I watched it, it looked really fucking good. But it turns out the video was
Rolling
they were
ahead.
saying that it was a spent rocket burning up in the atmosphere, and there's a clearer video. But it looked like a solid object.
Did y'all kill him or no?
Sky. Like it looked like it had like an infrastructure behind the lights. But then if you look at
Got his
the
ass.
video, you can definitely see the trails that was burning up in the atmosphere, which was very disappointing for me. But I will say I did see some very good episodes, some very good videos from my listeners. Brittany, Max, and
Throw a
Charles.
smoke grenade.
Max sent me
How the
very solid
Me first.
activity that is a triangle. You can kind of see it be solid flying through the sky, and that's what you love to see. Because
I love to see solid things flying through the sky.
it's just
Like a
really
brick.
fun to see that, because, you know, we got the other two videos with orbs, because a lot of times orbs can be, the big thing I'm saying is loose, because in the
I mean, it's my fucking
they are reflective.
How many? That means.
Trophy system online.
Oh, you
Bro, I'm about to mute that Dr. Gon.
Killed my family. I gotta sell off all of these cars. Sale.
It's more like it's some of those are like a aluminum looking balloon. They release it because they get loose and they get a lot of times they're actually mistakenly identified as orbs.
Taking the lead.
And so one of them, it might have been Mylar balloon.
Hostile
Man,
spy
it's
plane
like
established.
What?
Ooh, you got UFO videos, you send them to sidestoriesLPOTL@gmail.com. And maybe I should do some form of showing them on like Instagram.
We've fallen behind.
Commenting on them.
Well, absolutely. I completely agree with you.
Set rep. Enemy attack.
Also, you know what a dinosaur butthole was?
Hostile
I killed that one nigga 6 times.
Yes, we do know dinosaurs.
Multiple enemy spy plane contact.
Like the rings of a tree, you knew that there was some trouble arising. As a matter of fact, you don't do butthole palm readings. Obviously, it's not a palm reading, but the equivalent of a palm reading on a butthole.
SideStoriesLPOTL@gmail.com. I know for a fact.
That's really there. You get a lot of evidence.
She's
You get a lot of
wasted.
indication of person's health. You get a lot of indication of person's health. Indication of age. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about age. Because
There's a daughter.
some young women have some buttholes that definitely look like they came from like war-torn Serbia.
Because you saw this on the internet.
Yeah, I'm not inviting them over to my home. I'm not running an assholery about like, they come and we don't like check them off the list. They're like the census.
Net
Like,
call.
you got
Hostile
you,
chopper
you,
gunner
not
operating.
There, just like, you know, making sure that I'm staying a doctor. You
Yes,
know.
absolutely. But of course, you have to be a doctor to stay a doctor. In which case, you are committing crime.
I guess so.
All right. Well, speaking of committing crimes, yes, that there really isn't much of a
Hostile
story.
care
Dinosaur
package
butt.
inbound.
It's a butthole that's flat. It's a cloaca. And I'm happy that they did it. I'm happy that they.
It's just, I understand science. This is why we can't talk about weird news. Scientists are desperate to get truth. They just want a little bit of attention. Because you know what happens when they don't get their attention? They take money from people like Joe. Because they're so desperate to have somebody come and pay attention to their weird fringe science.
Enemy counter
The way
spy
they put
plane
butts in
inbound.
seats, and the way they actually did put
Contact,
is by
Proxmine.
showing us all the butthole and acting like it was big news when
Yep.
it's just a picture of an asshole.
It's just a
And
picture.
it's not even one that you'd recognize.
Well, speaking of a picture of an asshole, Lori Loughlin, she is, obviously she got in trouble for the pay to get her kids into college. I don't really give a shit, but I think she was trying to get her kid into South Carolina, if I remember. Some school that you can't just get in. But anyway,
I mean, honestly, if she had actually, like, got her into a vocational school, it might have really helped. We need people with skills.
Care package on standby.
Yeah, she's not.
Anyway, Lori Loughlin.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
The reason she's being brought up. A bit of a update here. She has just
Hostiles destroyed your
reported
trophy
the prison
system.
that was- So if you think you're having a rough day, this is your good perspective.
She went from the full house to the big house.
Yeah, my God.
This is a good thing for perspective. She is going to be serving 2 months, and she's 56 years
Enemy
old.
spy plane
Speaking
inbound.
of buttholes, they got to bend over at the waist. There's a lot of
Ooh.
casting couch stuff going on. She's going through the ringer right now.
Wowie wow.
And this is just not going to be a good time for her, and I'm excited for her Oprah interview.
Multiple hostile spy planes
As soon
detected.
as she comes out, she's flipping
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
to a reality show. What she's learned, she just follows the Martha Stewart plan.
Hostile sentry turret active.
Embarrassed by it.
Martha alone, she was the fall guy for that whole thing.
She was, but jail made her brand better. But she understood intrinsically, being like, now I got prison wisdom.
I got prison wisdom, and we're not going to reform these prisons until these rich white women start going there. Like, this isn't nice.
This is bad.
This is bad. This is bad. Although there's
I didn't know Why doesn't Princeton have hand masks?
This is a nice.
This is
Spy plane
nice.
above my location.
So this is according to a source
Spy
who
plane
told People
established on perimeter,
Magazine
Angel 6.
that she's had no specific
Hostiles
problems.
destroyed
They
your
said
trophy
no one
system.
has tried any shit with her.
No,
one has
man, no.
bullied
They just
her.
want the twins. They're going up to going in. I forget what was the Michelle.
Damn, that bitch still up there.
Yeah, cut it out. Oh yeah, they're definitely doing cut it out at her.
Cut it
Have
out.
mercy.
Have mercy. I believe that is.
That is
That's still him.
That's Stamos.
Get out
Little
of my
girl,
room.
you got it, dude.
You got it, dude.
Yeah,
it was
that-
not get out of my
Wow,
room.
yeah, get out of my room was
Get
what
out.
she's saying.
Get out of my room.
That's her tagline.
Yeah,
It is Stamos.
the source said.
That's what she's
We're taking control.
The source said she was a little weak on her first night there, but she pulled herself together, and now she's resolved to finish her sentence with her head.
Dude, she's
Strong.
She didn't have like. You ever seen
EKIA.
like what happens to some girls when they're like going towards the wedding and like how hard they work on their arms?
Yeah.
How the
Their
fuck?
arms is tight.
Slumpy, frumpy dude.
Just yeah, so God, how much more beautiful could the dog have been?
Almost there. Hold fast. They move.
I
Roll a trophy system.
years of hypnosis for me to be with that.
Targeting active. Net call. Incoming artillery.
I made an awful decision.
Hostiles destroyed your trophy.
This is just such a privileged response. She says, I went along with the
Enemy
plan.
You
napalm
are the
strike
plan.
incoming.
You are definitely completely part of the
Enemy care
household.
package
I don't
above.
have any clue what's going on in the house.
I already down. My front door and
We're losing this fight.
you want to lead a shoot your way into school? Like, these
Enemy
things
spy
are just
plane
not, like,
inbound.
you have to call someone.
You understand, you are
Enemy
screaming,
RCXD
"How much money
detected.
do I
Throw a
have
smoke
to
grenade.
pay to get my daughter in
Multiple
school?"
enemy spy plane contacts.
Semtech out.
I went along with the plan to give my daughters an unfair advantage in the college university.
Man, I'm also gonna say straight up.
Okay, I'm
she
calling
didn't
it.
invent
All
this.
operators
She's
proceed to
not the only
exfil point.
person who's
No.
done this.
Look at
So
the-
This sure as hell ain't the outcome we planned for.
you think that guy got in there and also should be in the fucking hang.
Good at spy.
All shifters, they have no sense of
I ignored my intuition and allowed myself to be swayed from my moral compass. I don't like it. I don't like it. With that response, there's no apology. There's no like, I'm a fucking idiot. Sorry about this. There's no, I'm sorry my genetics couldn't create a smart enough girl to get into college.
Or should have just let her just do whatever, go to whatever college she wanted to do, or just make money as an Instagram influencer because she was already doing it.
The audacity as well of these colleges. Don't even get me going. But it is funny that they're like, they tried to pay to get in there. Oh, that'll be 150 grand.
And they just took the money. So
Yeah.
this is, again, this is Lori Loughlin, you know, whatever you think about her, she's only like a symptom of this whole thing. It shows how corrupt all of these various systems are. They've allowed her to fall under the sword and allows all of them to feel a lot better about themselves
Yeah.
because they arrested one person, even though the pay-to-play thing is inherent to the American experience, and they act as if it's not. That's why we have a very not so hidden class warfare going on inside of this country, because they are just trying to kill the poor as much as humanly possible. And these people just get away with this bullshit. So Lori Loughlin gets to go to jail and everybody else gets away scot-free.
Well, my question is, do you feel